Buying new tires can be complicated, but it doesn't have to be. Rick Cunat is the managing director of Kumho Americas Technical Center. In this video, he's going to explain some changes they made to the tires to make it easier to understand which tire you need to go with. And we're going to talk about that and also common mistakes people make when they buy new tires. Let's get this interview and all the interesting details about tires, maybe some things that you didn't know. All right, Rick, let's hop right into this tire discussion. So I think you know a few things about tires, maybe more than I do. So we're talking about tires 101, how do truck and SUV owners actually choose the right tire. I know Kumho's made some changes to how they make tires, and they make this new lettering, because we love letters on tires. And so we have, so now new letters are HT, AT52, RT, MT71. According to the press release I have in front of me, that I have all the details. So what do these letters mean to consumers?
Yeah, that's a great question. What we did was obviously we named the tires. We did want to make it simple, as you mentioned, for the consumer to understand. So the nomenclature HT is specifically a highway tire, right, for highway performance, which was really a focus on snow, wet performance, quiet and comfortable rides. So that designation, again, is for over-the-road performance or application that the consumer will actually use. Okay. For the Road Venture HT, it's basically, again, a perfect balance of on-road and off-road, on-road comfort and off-road capability. And it has a little more aggressive styling, and also has 3 peak mountain snowflake for severe weather conditions, which also the HT tire also has that 3 peak mountain snowflakes rated as well.
Okay.
So the Road Venture RT is for when you need a little more off-road capability without sacrificing on-road comfort. So those are the ones who are doing a little more off-roading. We need some, I would say additional traction or performance in the off-road condition, but you can still use on-road as well. And the MT tire is the most aggressive offering out of all of them. So that's for the maximum off-road performance. So mud terrain, rocky environments, so on and so forth. And it really protects, against any stone retention or tread damage, but it's specialized for that application.
So when a customer is going into the tire shop to get these tires, what is kind of their thought process here? Are you looking at percentages? So if you spend like 70% of your time on the highway and 30% off-road, you should do an HT, or if you 50/50 is AT, or you say you're building a mud truck kind of deal, you should do MT. Is that kind of what you're thinking?
Yeah, we really don't put percentages on it. It's more about the application, but directionally that is exactly correct. I mean, we don't, let's say, cite specific percentages, but again, really what the consumer needs to look for is, how do I actually use this tire?
So when you see, feedback from customers, you talk to your stores, you get customer feedback from different shops and things. What do you think the biggest mistake is when you see consumers buying tires? Are they going too aggressive for their needs? Are they doing, putting a mud tire on like a unibody SUV, like this Honda Pilot doesn't need mud tires? Is that what you're seeing a lot of?
Yes. Matter of fact, what a lot of people do, and I think it's normal, human nature, right? You go in, you see an AT or an RT tire, like, wow, that's cool. That's going to be cool on my vehicle. But when you get to the actual application, if you're only running it over the highway, you're not optimizing, or you will not receive the optimal performance needed for a highway application.
As you move through the tires, are there engineering compromises? I remember growing up, man, if you had the mud tire, you could hear it going down the road. Is that the compromise now when you go all the way from the highway tire to the MT tire?
That is absolutely right. So, we try to maximize all performance attributes in all applications, but it's an engineering challenge, right, to do so, especially when you get to mud terrain tires. But yes, as you progressively move off road, there will be a little more noise over the road, when you're on the highway.
What about fuel economy? It always comes up in those conversations too. It's hard to say because different tire sizes and different dynamics of vehicles and things, and how aerodynamics hit stuff. But do you guys test this stuff out? I mean, do you guys see significant fuel economy compromises different tires, or is it just kind of minimal?
Yeah, so we do look at fuel economy, and for tires that is related to rolling resistance, right? So we look at and measure the rolling resistance of the tires throughout development. Now, that is something we look at, and it is, for example, the rolling resistance of the HT, Road Venture HT, will be different than the mud terrain tire, right? Because you get more over the road. What do I say? Rolling resistance performance when you're running over the road than you would off road.
Yeah, that's been a new topic conversation from our friends in California lately. It looks like they're looking at it. What do they say is a three icon as far as what efficiency of tires are and saving you money. It's like a 3-leaf thing or something they have going on. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting conversation. And I don't know that it's a bad thing for some consumers to understand that they are giving up some fuel economy by doing different tires. It's good to be informed consumers, but it's also telling people what tire they can buy is also kind of it's a little much.
Yeah, one thing about that regulation too is, and we are obviously we're very on high alert as all tire companies are, and it is a good thing, right? We understand that the benefits of it, and we are, one thing, tires that are 3-peak mountain snowflake certified do get an exemption from that currently right now as it stands. But again, that'll be evolving, right? This is pretty fresh, so I'm sure there'll be a lot more.
What about what are the warranties on these tires?
The warranty on the Road Venture HT for the P metric sizes is 70,000 miles, and on the LT sizes, 50,000 miles. 1,000 miles P metric and 50,000 miles for the LT metric sizes, and on the RT, the warranty is 50,000 miles for all sizes.
Is the warranty, is that pretty standard across the industry? Is that the kind of an industry level for that, or do you guys lead the way in warranties?
Yeah, we're right there along with everyone else.
Okay.
It's right around the same, more or less the same.
Okay. So P metric versus LT, when does a pickup owner really actually need an LT tire?
So that will depend on what the application you're using it in, right? So the load, if you're towing, if you're using it as a work vehicle, so on and so forth, that'll determine which tire size you need for that fitment. And in many cases, the vehicle has that recommendation along with the pressure, that is required, the PSI for the tire for the application in which you're going to use that vehicle.
A question I see a lot in the comments, I think that gets, I'm going to assume it's wrong, but I'm just going to ask you, the expert. A lot of people think putting an LT tire in a truck automatically increases how much it can tow or haul.
Well, not automatically. It's all based on the rating of the tire. Again, there's a vehicle specification, the load, and the pressure, right? Recommendation that all of that combined.
How important is tire weight? I've seen it a lot as well with LT all-terrain tires. When you go that bigger, heavier tire, a lot of people don't understand it. It does change braking, suspension. If you guys notice that as well when you're testing?
So tire weight is something obviously we look at, and tire weight does contribute to some performance attributes, but one particular one is going back to that rolling resistance, right? So you try to go lighter, which is better for rolling resistance.
Okay, what did you guys think of that interview? Did you guys find it insightful to see what the changes they're making for their tires make it more simple to buy Kumho tires? Seems like that's a little bit easier for consumers to understand which tires they need. So it'll be interesting to get your thoughts down below in the comments. Make sure you check out other videos up on this channel. Also our website at pickuptrucktalk.com. As always, thanks for watching. I will see you down the road.